that this is our official start. Yeah,
Okay.
let's go.
Yeah. From Ericeira to Mashik. The topic is like, well, where while I was feeling and experiencing that, I was like getting more carried by Source, by our beloved creator, right? And because we took a jump, right? Let me start there. We took a jump, yeah. I just stopped my job when I was in the Netherlands. I didn't even finish my 30 days. So I just stopped. Like I said, no, this is the day I stop. So I put my hands in in the will of Source, right? Following my intuition, my inner knowing. I knew it was time to let go of that 9 to 5. But it was a journey, right? Yeah, we had a little bit of money. Like we jumped with 2,500 euros. We didn't have like a extra bank account or savings or whatever, right? But I already lived in the Netherlands. Next to my job, I had a donation-based life. 'Cause I'm on a journey for like 10 years now. Like my whole life was a journey, but before, when I stepped in, my power is 10 years now. So, yeah, and I'm a healer because I heal myself, but I can do nothing without source flowing through me. So it's not me who's doing the work, not the ego, not the I, but the divine that dwells within. So, we are not gonna invite people now. This is to listen. We can do that later. So, thank you for the invitation or request. So, yeah, and especially in Ericeira, we saw the money went fast, right?
Mhm.
So we felt that, right? Paying like 500 euros a room, like I already paid that before we went, right? Like 1,000 euros.
Mhm.
We didn't even finish the second month,
No.
right?
Yeah, and we had to do our shopping, just take care of ourselves, just generally. And we had our services, but in Ericeira it was
It
a
was
little bit
slow,
slower.
right? And
Yeah.
it was an adventure. It was a new life. It was
Mhm.
so we very high vibed, but sometimes a little bit of fear creeped in because, how are we gonna make more money and
Yeah.
right? And especially with those people that were like attacking me. Well, yeah, we worked together, right? But
Mhm.
that was an instant blockage as well. Now we know how that works, right? You know what I mean? If you're in the wrong environment,
Yeah.
it does something.
Energy is everything.
Yeah, because we are our own currency, and energy is indeed everything. So yeah, we had not really difficulties, because a lot of people had our backs in the beginning as well, because they were very impressed about what we did. So what we went, we wanted to talk about about the part of Arizona what we missed the last time. And we also met beautiful people, of course. Like we didn't have a car. We did everything with public transport
And walking, we
and
walked a
walking.
lot.
We walked a lot. Yeah, the beach was there. From the mountains to the beach, it was a beautiful walk. We didn't complain at all.
No, no, that was a beautiful place.
But it was like 50 minutes walk or so.
Yeah, about 20, 25 minutes. Depending on how we were feeling and how
And no,
much.
it depends where we walked to. If we
Yeah.
did groceries, it was like
Oh, yeah, it
50
was
minutes,
longer.
right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But if we went to the ocean, the sunset,
That was
that was
within
20
20
minutes,
minutes.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, before we knew it, somebody offered her car. Oh, can you, like, I have a friend that's gonna watch my dog, but she already has a car, and I want my car to drive. Do you want my car for 6 weeks? We were like,
Yeah.
okay, let's go. So we had like a surfer jeep.
Yeah, really cool car.
Right?
Yeah.
we
That
loved
gave
it.
us a bit more freedom, even though we already had a lot of freedom. We had some more freedom now.
Yeah, we had transport. So that was also the beautiful things that happened. We met some beautiful people, like an Irish friend,
Yeah, our Irishman.
an
Yeah.
Irish brother that I love dearly. Like, and those were divine interventions, beautiful connections, right? Like, much love, Dan Lucas. Good to see you. So yeah, that was beautiful. We met some beautiful, even though we had some difficulties there, especially me, right?
Mhm.
We met so many beautiful people. But, do some divine work there,
Yeah.
some energy alignments and like beautiful activations. So that was beautiful. But that was just like the things we wanted to do didn't happen.
No, the things we wanted to get off the ground, to have like literal personal meetings and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that was tough.
That
For
was
some
tough.
reason, it didn't come off the ground.
And somebody like just like screwed us over while we had one opportunity.
Try not to read the comments the whole time, babes. We
Yeah.
gotta say again, like,
Yeah.
because otherwise it distracts from the story.
Yeah. Okay, boss. Like,
Because I see how it takes you out, right? So, like,
then
it's
you can
important
take
to
over,
say.
right? We can work together, right?
Yeah, so that's
But
what I'm
yeah,
doing.
she's right. She's right. We said that, right? Like, so I want to greet everybody. But if you're interested in this walk with our beautiful creator, then follow it. And after our conversation, after this part, then we will open the panel and we can still talk about some things if somebody wants. Yeah, but we cannot greet everybody because we are in a story. So I agree. So thank you. But yeah, so we met beautiful people. The things that we wanted didn't work, but the divine interventions were a fact, right? Like the people we needed to meet, some will come back. Those divine interventions all come back in the
They all
story
come
later.
back, yeah.
Yeah. So that's beautiful as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really beautiful.
Yeah. And the ones that we had like the biggest processes with have not necessarily been back, but we've taken the lessons from it. So that's interesting too.
Yeah, exactly. Still divine interventions, but some people have to stay. Some people come and go. Some people go, and most likely we never speak them again.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but yeah, they've done their part and the seeds have been planted.
So we left our story at the end of Erisera.
Yeah.
And there's a pivotal moment we still want to share about a guy that in that moment resonated like deeply, especially me. I talked with him in the night, like.
I was also excited for you because like y'all were really, there was a real connection there, and you know, I was glad that you found someone that you could talk to in the way that you could talk to him. We didn't know more at the time.
No, yeah, but yeah, I agree. Like, and I learned a lot from him afterwards. But he will come back as well.
Yeah.
But he offered us a ride, so this is something we share as well. What we want to share is like we didn't have a car. We did everything with public transport, right? Like, and what we did, every place we went, we used social media to tell our story, right? Like, and we had like so many reactions on all those things. Like, so we had like in the beginning, it was still like it went a bit different because we wanted to leave Erisera, and then that opportunity opened in an instant. Like God said, "Here you go there."
Yeah, exactly. You know? Yeah, and then we needed a ride to Lisbon to get on the bus to Manchique.
So we shared a story, and then again, this guy reacted like, "Yeah, I need to go to Lisbon, so I can bring you to there." Lisbon to Monchique, because Monchique is in the Algarve, it's in the south of Portugal.
Yeah.
And there we went. February
Yeah.
22.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. We set off to Monchique, the mountain, and to a very beautiful place on top of the mountain. And it was like kind of a retreat center, but they also were renting out rooms, and they didn't have a dome yet when we arrived. That was put up later.
It was a better breakfast without the breakfast.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. It had a sauna. Really nice place.
Yeah.
And
a little swimming pool.
Yeah. We were called there to help, to volunteer. Well, we worked at first.
Yeah, we worked. Yeah. Voluntarily, but paid.
Yeah.
So we went from Ericeira, from paying rent, which was much too high, right? Like you could rent a villa for that price we paid, right? Like to getting money weekly, like €100 each.
Yeah, a week. Yeah, that was lovely, and it was also really nice work. Like just a bit of like not necessarily renovating, but just spicing the place up a little bit.
I did some renovating.
You did some renovating, yeah.
The but kitchen, that was, right?
Oh yeah, the kitchen was a big job.
The tiles and all those things.
Okay, yeah, there was some renovation work. Yeah,
it was serious renovation work.
Yeah.
And gardening.
Yeah, exactly. Gardening. I did. I mowed the lawn for the first time with an actual machine and stuff.
I did a lot of landscaping there.
Yeah. It was really, really awesome. You did a lot of building as well, the outside.
That was later. That was just later, because first we worked for the owner of the land, and she, after a couple of months, I think, or after a month and a half, she rented the whole place to two people who wanted to create a retreat center.
Yeah. Right? Exactly, yeah. And then we kind of transferred our services over to them.
Yeah.
And exactly. We knew that was going to be the arrangement from the beginning.
Exactly.
But yeah, we kind of transferred services, and then the paid work became volunteering.
Yeah, let's start at the first point, right?
Yeah.
With the English, the British lady. And I said that my English wasn't good. One day I said, don't bother to call me.
But he meant, don't hesitate.
Oopsie. Yeah, exactly. That was funny though. But yeah, let's start there, right? Like, because that was pretty heavy work for me.
Yeah.
Like, I worked with a Rasta.
Oh yeah.
An Arabic Rasta.
Oh yes. Yeah.
And he had some good stuff there. I gave him some seeds and he gave me a bag of his stuff.
Yeah.
We had a blast there.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it was so beautiful. It was so calm. Like God gave us some peace. It felt like that. Like we worked, like, but we enjoyed it. Like we went to the beach. We had the mountain. Like especially the caravan we lived in. Did we start there?
We started in the caravan. Yeah, and then. The tent, and then the other caravan.
The dorm, and then the other caravan on top of the mountain. But yeah, so there was a whole different energy. So the lady found out that I was a landscaper and a carpenter. So she said, okay, you're going to be in charge of the landscaping, right? Well, there was something going on with that lady, and I felt that in an instant. Like, something is off. But okay, it's okay. We all have our things, right? Like, all the tools were broken. Yeah, you're gonna use my tools. I said, everything was broken. Like, I don't want to break anything. Like, it was not broken, but it was to the edge. Really?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Can you press it off while you're talking?
Oh, I need to. She will come back in a bit. Let me continue. Right, like, so the tools were broken. Like. So I repaired a lot of tools because in the Netherlands I was a landscaper. Before that I was a carpenter. So, and this is also interesting because I saw in an instant all the work I did before in the Netherlands was exactly what I needed on that journey, right? So that was beautiful to see that I found my place very easily there. Like, so I did my things and I did the work and I'm enjoying it. Like, and I saw how God was carrying me more and more and more and put me, thanks for the heart me, and put me on the spot, right? Like, which I felt I was not ready. I was just like, just there, still grounding a little bit, like feeling, but yeah, I needed to work hard there. And like somehow money came to me from different places, like, which was incredible though. Like, I really felt blessed. I really felt carried by God. Like, well, Devika will tell her story. I'm not gonna do that for her, right? Like, and if you want to, if you enjoy it, please help us step to 10,000 at least. Oh, we're almost there. Thank you. So yeah, Mashik, it was such a beautiful place. She said, the owner said, you can live in the caravan if you want, but you need to renovate the caravan a little bit. So this is what we did. But I did, because I was the carpenter, of course, and I did that, like, and we lived in that caravan. It was really a cozy old timer on the top of the mountain. Like, you had different layers. We were not on the top, we were in the middle, but the whole community was on the top. We were like with 6 or 8 volunteers, right? So that was really, really awesome. That was such a beautiful place, like so lush, so green. The water was like pH 9.5, just alkaline water coming from the mountains. Like, we showered under that water. Like, it was really like one of the most beautiful places I've seen in my life. But the road was like steep though, like, and we didn't have a car there in the beginning. So to go down into the village, that was like a 15-minute walk. But if you want to go up, it's 45 because it was a steep, steep mountain road, like, but a very beautiful place, like wildlife everywhere, right? Like big lizards, like praying birds, right? Like, it was really a beautiful experience. In the end, so as I told before, like, 2 people came. 2 people came, and they would rent the whole land to do a retreat center, like a silent retreat, like all different kinds. And they invited us in the first place, but the lady of the land, so the owner, she paid us in the beginning. At one moment she said like, I will pay you until they take over, and then they're gonna pay you. And at one point she said, I cannot pay you 2 anymore. Like, I can pay the other volunteers, those 2, but we cannot pay you anymore. I said, okay, like, this is a bit strange, like, but okay, like, what are we gonna do now? Like, and those other people said, no, I want you to build some stuff, like, we want an outdoors shower, a toilet, a dry toilet, and that kind of stuff. So if you want to work for me, I will pay you. So it was an easy shift. I still did the same things, but there was something funny as well in the beginning, because they asked us, what are you doing? Right? I'm gonna take my finger.
Yeah.
Yeah, the curse of Mashik on top of the Mashik mountain, indeed. That was the road I'm talking about. But in the beginning, before we went to Mashik, they asked me, what are you doing? So I told them, like, I do divine work. Like, I do dark work, like, I do shadow work. So they said, what's that? And for those who don't know what shadow work is, it's repentance work. It's the same thing, different name. Like, so they said, what is that? Like, I said, It's not a practice. It's the heater girl.
Oh, it sounded funny. Yeah. Sorry for the interruption.
Okay. So they asked me, what is it? I said, it's not a practice. It's like God working through me. It will come automatically. I cannot tell you what it is. You will find out yourself when it's ready. And they said, okay, that's a bit strange. And I said, yeah, I do healing work. And I explained to them, not I, God that dwells within does the work and use me for that. Because I will not take credit for the things God uses me for. So which they also found a little bit strange. Like the shadow work thing, strange. So they didn't understand what was happening. And I said, let it play out. You will see yourself, right? Like, I'm done talking. Maybe you can take over.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Okay. Yeah, so for Ricardo, everything was going really well. And there were opportunities coming up for him as well, because like we said, the place was visited by people. Even while we were renovating, it was open for guests, so people start coming in. And when the other two people started taking over, they also had people coming. And Ricardo was able to offer his services there. Up until this time, we had been doing a lot of things together, but I was also trying to get my business off the ground, because I really wanted to do women's work, womb work in that place as well. But it seemed like for me in that time, everything I was trying to do was not coming off the ground. And just about everything that he touched effortlessly, sometimes even things he didn't touch, the opportunities just came to him. And he had like all these things happening for him. So something started there for me, where I kind of started to disconnect a little bit. I started to feel envy and jealousy towards Ricardo, because I was like, why him and why not me? Because I was really, doing my best as well, also doing my inner work. And I was like, why is God not with me then? So that was an interesting thing that actually came up right before when we were talking about what we were going to talk about today. I was like, oh, this was where that piece of envy and jealousy,
I get it now.
began.
I get it. I was not doing what I wanted. Does that click?
Mm-hmm.
Because I always say it's not me. I'm listening to my intuition. I'm listening to God. Like, it's God's will. I'm just the one who's listening to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, and still I felt like, but this work that I want to do is also my calling, right? So interesting development.
Yeah, so the disconnection started there.
Yeah.
Well, like people who came there, were pulled towards me.
Mm-hmm. Had beautiful experiences.
Beautiful conversations,
Yeah.
beautiful work, like.
Yeah.
And the shadow work that started with the British lady.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take it up. Huh?
Yeah. Okay, that's all right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got like, you got back what you put in.
Exactly.
And I was also working and stuff, but I wasn't always in gratitude for the work that I was given to do, because I would like do the rooms, and I remember I would get really upset when the guests didn't do their dishes.
Mm.
So I was very much in a state of not being grateful.
Yeah, which that spirit was like irritating constantly.
Mm,
And the more I grew, the more that triggered that, right?
yeah,
Because that happened also with the British lady. One
yeah,
of the guys broke a tool. She said to me that I needed to pay it.
yeah,
She said, "Yeah, I put you in charge." I said, "It's your tools. Like, I'm here to volunteer, right? Like, I don't know what you're talking about, right? Like, yeah, but you know how it works." And he broke it because I found you responsible. I said, "What do you think yourself? I'm gonna pay that." But it was also the shift, right? Like when
yeah,
those two people hired us, to say it like that, right?
yeah,
Like, and she was going away,
yeah,
right?
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
You lost? Did you
no,
say?
I'm just realizing my part, my part in it,
Yeah.
because I just feel like I was really like getting mad and frustrated at the fact that I felt like I was working so hard internally to get something done externally.
Yeah, but something happened important. Like, there was a moment we were there with 8 volunteers,
Mm,
and they all left at the same time. So the people who hired us all was like, "What are we gonna do? Like, there's a retreat coming, and everything needs to be finished. In the meanwhile, there are guests. Like, so, and they were so like, how do you say, conflicted with the situation, right? Like that they didn't know how to handle.
mm,
So I told them, don't worry, I will help you, right? Like, I will make some extra hours, like, because they promised us a week off,
yeah,
but everybody left.
it didn't seem right to have a week off.
So we said, don't worry about the week. When everybody comes back, we will take our week,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. And then that never really happened.
Yeah, that's later on because
Yeah,
things happen, and I get that now better. You became a little bit more pessimistic. You were
yeah,
in it constantly. We had a little bit more conflict. What happened? They started to believe it was me,
yeah,
especially the lady, right?
yeah, yeah.
And she,
You reminded her of someone.
her ex-partner.
Yeah. And that is something that happens a lot, because
Yeah,
you are like a sacred mirror. Whenever people meet you, they get faced with unhealed parts in themselves, including myself. But um,
but that's not me, right?
no,
That's God that dwells
it,
within.
yeah, but that work is happening through you.
Yeah, and that's exactly the shadow work or the repentance work that I was talking about in the beginning, which they didn't understand what it meant. I said, you will find out yourself. It's not a practice. It's not kumbaya. We're not sitting in a circle and do that stuff, right? Like, when it happens, when God wants it to happen, it will happen. Trust that process. And
Yeah,
this is what happened.
this is what happened. Yeah, and then before you knew it, I was being manipulated into helping out during a retreat.
No, that's later on.
Okay.
You're not totally here, right? Which is
No.
okay. Like, what happened is, they first, like, we helped them, like the people came and they asked us, do you want to make breakfast and dinners for the people?
Oh yeah.
And we said yes, but they said, okay, we are not gonna go in between. If you want to make some extra money, you're gonna do that. So we made a bit extra money. A lot of healing work happened, like, and the lady of the land, not the owner, but those two that rented she became jealous
Mm.
and envious because she saw what was happening, right? Like so many people, like people wanted to make pictures with me. Like this, like we can never forget you. Let's take a picture. There were two ladies from
Italy.
Italy, like which I just spoke my truth and did what God wanted me to do, and it changed their lives, right? Like in such a way that afterwards I had still some contact with those ladies.
Mm.
But it happened more often, and like more people came. So we, while they were still struggling to put things up, we were shining there, like because you did the dinners as well. But at some point, they wanted the communication with us because they saw your frustration,
Mm.
right? And I had that thing with the guy when he was like he became frustrated because the outdoor toilet and the shower, it didn't work out well in the beginning because there was a new way of doing things how they do it in Portugal. It's not how we do in the Netherlands. We put poles in the ground. You cannot put poles in the ground on the mountain. So we used rocks to level everything, and like so I needed. That was the first time I did it. Like I'm a carpenter, I will fix it, but I need some time. And he got frustrated. So after that happened, and your frustration, they said, or we said to them, let's create space. Let's talk to one another because we feel some friction, and maybe it's good to open the heart.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the moment they told us, tell us everything you want to say. Like, and we told them the same thing. So we agreed.
We told them the truth, you mean?
We told them that we are open beings, and we
Yeah.
love to communicate in
Yes.
truth. So the moment that happened, like something changed.
Something changed, yeah, because they wanted the truth, but a sugar-coated version of it, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, they were like.
So as soon as we started speaking the truth, they felt attacked by
Yeah.
the things that we were saying, even though we were just being really loving and just direct and truthful. Yeah, they didn't. They didn't like it.
Yeah.
And they also became very distrusting about like how we were spending our time and stuff, because we were working for 3 hours a day, I think.
I think that was more about you than me because I made more hours, right? And,
yeah, you did.
And the hours I made, he was constantly with me, or like, you know what I mean? It was more about cleaning the rooms, like, and all those things, like, while they were having fun trips, like, you know what I mean?
Out enjoying
And
themselves.
And then afterwards they said, yeah, I don't believe you made enough hours. So like more friction came, and we started to speak more truth, right? Like, and one day they said, yeah, oh yeah, when the retreat is coming, you're gonna cook soup. So I said to David, we're not gonna do that. This was not an agreement we made. So now they know we cook for the for the people that come, and now they say, and also on a tone that like,
it was, you are going to do this. It was not like,
yeah,
hey,
do you want to do
we're
this?
gonna open up. Do you want to help with making the soup? No, it was like we were in their plan without having been involved in it.
Exactly.
And then I spoke my truth about that, like.
But I got the blame because it was on my phone, so through WhatsApp. So you didn't do that face to face.
Yeah, it wasn't through your phone, but still they thought that that you had something to do with
my
message.
It was through phone, yeah. It was not face to face.
Yeah.
And they believed that I was a bad guy and manipulated my partner and like overruling her, forcing her and all kind of stuff. She even felt that she needed to protect you. She asked you, shall we go away for a couple of weeks, like try to disconnect us, right? Like,
she tried that. Yeah.
So this is how it started, like more friction, like, but I didn't do anything wrong. Like, The moment the other people came back, I said, yeah, I want my week off. It was a little bit difficult. Like I said, you promised me, right? Like I worked hard for you when nobody was here. Well, you are turning against me as well, right? What is this, right? Like, and they said, yeah, you can have, but Davy cannot have 3 days.
Yeah, not at the same time.
Like this was the agreement we made, right? So she was started to manipulate and
Yeah.
like how do you say it? I don't want to use that word, but I don't know, like hypocrite behavior.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because she did nasty stuff though,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
tried to tell you because I saw it in an instant, and I said, Davy, something is off here, and we were there for 4 months already or something, right? Because we had a blast. Don't get me wrong, like we did a lot of beautiful things, but when that repentance work came up, or that shadow work came up, like something changed in the people, right? Like
Yeah.
they started to project their things towards me every time when they were triggered or convicted, or however you want to call it, like,
Yeah.
and you didn't want to see it again. You saw some
I
things,
saw.
but you didn't saw how nasty she was towards me.
No.
The day of the opening
Yeah.
of the retreat,
Yeah.
we were just like pushed out. Do you remember that?
Yeah, they expected us to come to the opening circle,
Mm-hmm.
but again they didn't communicate it clearly that they wanted us to be there.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, exactly.
And then they got upset with us about that because they felt that we should have known that we were welcome at the opening circle. But it was so unclear with everything that was going on. It was so unclear.
And they both were stressing as well.
Yeah,
right?
they
That's
were
also a
very
big
stressed
part,
for
but
time.
there was something with them
For sure, yeah.
influencing them. That was for sure. That was clear for me to see.
Yeah. Because they also wanted the caravan upstairs to be done really, really quickly. Like you were taking too much time.
Like they said to us, because we lived in a caravan down, and then we needed to move to a tent, a big army tent with a heater in, but it was still like windy and like, you know what I mean? And then they said, yeah, you can. There's a caravan up, but there's no interior in the caravan. You need to fix it yourself. And I did, right?
Yeah, you did. But it was for them. It wasn't going fast enough.
I fixed the dry toilet up. I fixed the whole caravan, like the window and all those things, like because the caravan was in bad shape, though. Like
Yeah, it really was. It was a lot of work.
yeah, and I didn't have like supplies to build with. They said, "Oh yeah, we have some garbage pile of wood there. You find your own wood to build with, right?" Like. So what can I do? I take my time to build something beautiful because I love to make. If I do something, I want to do it good, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
But
this,
there was something with them, and it had to do with time. The fact that they were feeling pressed for time, we were being
pushed and forced.
Yeah, and they just projected that onto us a lot.
While I did a lot of work.
Yeah, they didn't
Beautiful
see
work.
They didn't see it. And even like this is a fast forward, but we went back to Mashiko sometime last year, a year and a half ago. And we ran into them at the parking lot, and she was like, "Yo, what did she say to you?"
She didn't apologize.
She didn't apologize.
It was
She
like,
the storm is over.
yeah,
she
yeah.
said.
Oh yeah, she looked me in the eyes and she looked down and she said, "Yeah, the storm is over." Like,
Yeah, because she knew that she didn't treat us very well in that time. You, but in particular, but also me because she tried to trick me.
yeah. Eventually, she tried to trick you. Like, so I felt really carried.
Mm-hmm.
By our beloved creator in many ways. Like money flowed towards me in a way I cannot even explain. Like the people, the hearts I could touch, like while speaking my truth. Like
yeah, it was very, very beautiful to witness. And at the same time I was like, why the heck is this not working out for me. But now that we're talking about it, I'm like, okay, yeah, I was not in a spirit of gratitude at all. Like I was just complaining my way through because I
Exactly.
wanted what I wanted.
And I got the blame for that because you looked unhappy, so I must be the one that made you unhappy, right?
Yeah,
Because that's also a dynamic, right? Like that will return in our story.
yeah. And then this was a little bit before we decided to leave
Mhm.
because the lady was planning a silent retreat. And that was going to take place in the week of our anniversary and your birthday because that's on the same day.
Even though I don't care about my birthday, like I wanted to have some quality time on our anniversary.
Yeah, so I asked her very clearly. I asked her, what do you expect from me? Because I wanted to help with the retreat, but I was like, what do you expect from me during the retreat? Like, do you want me to participate in the silence? And does that mean that I won't, be able to speak to Ricardo? I was very clear in what I asked. And she said, oh, no, at the end of everything, you're going to be able to go back up there and, just
Sleep
you will be
together.
together. Yeah, just sleep together and it's going to be fine. So I said, oh, okay. So I was in agreement of like, okay, I will help you. And then all of a sudden, we were out with all the volunteers and we're sitting
For
around the
dinner.
table. Yeah, we
They
were.
paid for pizza or something.
Yeah, there was some kind of like
Mexican.
some delicious night. It was lovely.
Mm.
They had some
Do
in a
you,
cafe
do you
nearby.
know the name of the cafe with the elephant?
Oh, I forgot it, but it was a cool place. It was like an
Expat
expat,
place.
yeah,
It was
very
beautiful.
cool
Beautiful people.
artsy cafe.
Yeah.
And they had a specific food night, and we were all there, and we were sitting at the table, and suddenly the lady goes, oh yeah, Devika, by the way, your room is ready for, you're gonna have a room for the silent retreat, so you can really find your rest or something like that. And I was like, huh? Initially I said, oh, okay.
In front of every
Everybody,
volunteer. She
yeah.
just, how do you call it? She threw you for the lions.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she knew, she just wanted to create friction between us. She did it for it. But,
Yeah.
And she was trying for a while already, right?
Yeah, because so the person that you reminded her of was like everything that she was seeing in you. So it was like a manipulative person, a dominant person, someone that she needed to protect me from.
Narcissistic,
Yeah,
yeah.
narcissistic. And I was like, huh? Why are you saying this? So anyway, after that evening, Ricardo and I talked about it because, like, what the heck was that? Like, she really told me that I could go back and this and that and that. So we talked about it.
We had conflict about it.
Yeah.
This was more than talk. I said to her, like, this is so many things happened. I tried to communicate with Debbie for weeks now. She was like in cognitive dissonance. I said, no, let this be like the tipping point. Look how she's manipulating you just to create separation between us, right? Like you still wanted to do it. You still wanted to do the retreat.
Yeah, because in that time, so I was also feeling the inner turmoil, and I thought, okay, a silent retreat would do me good. But I was thinking that it was going to happen in the terms that we discussed, only for her to exactly throw me in
Change the
front of the
script,
lions and be
yeah.
like, oh, you're going to have your own room. And I was like, but then I did go
But
talk to her as well.
she did that to
She
attack
tried it,
me.
yeah, and she also tried it before by saying, "Oh yeah, we can go away for a few weeks together." This,
And
that,
there were
and that.
more things where
Yeah.
she said like when I understood her French with her best friend.
Oh yeah, if they
how
want to
many
go, then
things?
why don't they go?
Yeah, I want it. If they want to go, if they speak that so much truth, then I want them to go. Like because I just speak my truth. I will not close my heart. I will not wear masks. I will just speak my truth in a very humble way. And I didn't do anything wrong there though.
No, you didn't. It was pure projection from her and like the chaos that she was in. Like you were so her scapegoat. And like when one day we were sitting at a table as well in a meeting form, having lunch together, and you
She
opened
broke
something
down.
up in truth and like gave an opportunity for her to speak as well, and she just shut down and ran away crying like you did the worst to her.
Right. And then the whole conversation was about me. Yeah, maybe you could do it
Let's
differently. Like,
confronting.
maybe you're so no, I'm not confronting. Like, and I really wasn't.
No,
Like,
you were speaking the truth and she could not handle it, but that was definitely the chaos that was with her, all the stress. And
yeah, there was something with her, and it was
yeah,
super agitated that I was there. Like,
yeah,
which happens all my life. Nothing
yeah.
new under this sun.
But then when that happened, I went to talk to her. I confronted her. I was like, you said this to me, and now it's that, and that's really confusing." And I said, it's also the week of our anniversary. Like, what are you doing? I asked her
And she knew.
specific. Yeah,
She knew that.
yeah. I said because her birthday is near yours as well.
A day
Yeah,
before
she
me.
knew. She knew. She knew.
Yeah.
So yeah, I confronted her, and she didn't take responsibility in any way. And then we were like, okay, this is not for us, so we're just gonna go.
And I said, God, give me a sign.
And boom, we got a call.
When are you coming? When are you ready? Like that guy that brought us to Lisbon. He said, "What are you waiting for? Are you ready, bro?" Like I said, "Bro, you don't know what you're doing now, bro." I said, "What?" Well, not knowing where we're getting ourselves into, but that's
a story for the next time.
For the next episode, that's one you don't want to miss.
Yeah, but he was on point. Like that was crazy wild. Like that was, we got up to the caravan after like talking to her.
Yeah.
We got up and we looked at each other. We said, okay, we're gonna go. We don't
go.
know how, when
God
we're
show
gonna
us
go.
the way.
And then the phone rang. Like,
Yo, what's up? When are you coming? Are you on your way already? I said, bro, yeah, we're coming. I said, yeah, this and this day I need to be in Lisbon again.
yeah.
I said, perfect, we will be there. So we went down again. And we told them that day, like,
we go.
Listen,
yeah.
No hard feelings. We are not gonna do this. So you and your retreat, find somebody else.
Yeah, good luck.
We did a lot of work. I built a lot of things. The things are still there. People are still enjoying that what we built. The caravan, people living in the caravan, the outdoor shower, and it's still there. We have seen it a year ago, right?
Yeah, they are no longer there, but the place is still running. It's a whole different thing now because it's like it's a community of traveling people that are just all chilling there, but everybody's still enjoying all the things that were built in the first place. So, and eventually also even after we left, we also got our thanks in like their Instagram posts and stuff. They did acknowledge us for like being part of the journey of building that place up. Like they did see us eventually.
Yeah, and that's the thing again. Like we told you in the last episode, what happens when we go away.
Yeah.
Because she broke down. Like the moment we told her, let's listen, we are not gonna do the retreat with you. We see what you have done. We're not gonna do. The guy was like, his eyes was like, oh, and he knew.
But he was also like, I knew that you could feel in his energy that he knew that was gonna happen.
Of course.
And I could feel that he was like, he had warned her for that.
She went too far, and we just
yeah
took our power and authority back. And no, this is not what we're gonna do. We gave her everything to make this happen for you as well, right? Like, but the two-way stream was gone already, right? Like, so she broke down in that moment. Can you not stay till after? No, we're going. Do you think this is what you did is acceptable? We didn't say that. Like the action was enough.
Yeah.
And yeah, we went before that, right? Like,
yeah. Yeah, we went before that, before the retreat started, and we had our anniversary in another place. But we're gonna save that story for the next time.
Yeah, that's a hard one though.
So this was the story of Manshik.
Yeah.
And yeah, an interesting thing, because like, why would a person get jealous in their relationship of their partner? So that's something that I'm also like ungrounding for myself. And today we kind of also realized that I must have also latched onto her energy.
Yeah, because she was also jealous and envious.
She was jealous and envious, and yeah, I still don't really know yet how it works for me and what it really means for me. But it's unraveling, and I know it's really important to
Shall I do it?
yeah, if you to follow. But yeah, I want to do an official close of the